Welcome to FreightWaves Weather, your Thursday edition. I'm FreightWaves Meteorologist Nick Austin. We have one really big weather event to talk about that's mostly going to affect the weekend, but shippers still want to try and get ahead of it. But first, before we talk about that winter weather, that winter-like weather, I want to talk about the possibility for some ongoing flash flooding problems in parts of the desert Southwest. It's not going to be all day and it won't be everywhere, but from around southern Nevada, south of Las Vegas, down through the Phoenix, Yuma areas, maybe even down towards Tucson again. This has been a problem all week, actually, where we have seen periods of really heavy rain and flash flooding, and it could happen again in some spots today with the rain and the thunderstorms moving through that region. And also, at least for the first half of the day or so, we could see a few strong storms with flash flooding in parts of eastern Oklahoma from Tulsa over into parts of Arkansas. But again, that'll probably fade away as we go through the afternoon. The threat for the flash flooding across the Southwest is for all day and even into the first part of the evening. Next, we're going to go to the northern Rockies. These areas shaded in this light blue right here, we have winter storm warnings. We also have winter storm watches in effect for the Bitterroot Range, a lot of the other higher elevations of northwestern Montana and the plains of north central Montana, including areas like Helena, Billings, Great Falls. A lot of the higher elevations here from Friday evening all the way through the day on Sunday, and even into part of Sunday evening, we're talking about 2 to 3 feet of snow possible. This is an enormous and possibly a historical winter storm for September for this part of the country. It's very early in the season. These parts of Montana, even in the mountains, rarely get this kind of snowfall even in this time of year. So some portions of I-15 and I-90, as well as a lot of other U.S. routes and secondary routes, will probably be impassable. You probably won't be able to drive through this area. You'll have to try and get around it. There'll be winds gusting up to 35, 40 miles per hour. So at times there'll be blowing snow and whiteout conditions through this area as well as parts of eastern Idaho. But it's mostly going to be these areas of western and north central Montana. So we could be talking about widespread roadblocks, widespread power outages, because there'll be a lot of down trees and down power lines, because a lot of the snow will start as heavy, wet snow before it dries out to more of a powdery snow, and then could turn back to a heavy, wet snow near the end of the event for some of the valley areas. So this is going to be a pretty significant storm. We first posted about this storm yesterday on FreightWaves.com. There's been some updated information in that story on FreightWaves.com. We'll continue to update that on the website as well as our social media events. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more information. Last, we're going to talk about Tropical Storm Karen. It's still way out in the Atlantic, not only a threat to land right now. It looks like it'll take a little curve to the right, but then it could loop back around and go back westward, possibly towards the mainland United States. If that does happen and it gets even close to the U.S. mainland, it'll probably be at least another week before that happens. Most likely by then the storm will weaken a lot and it might not even reach us. But there's still that outside chance, so we'll keep an eye on Tropical Storm Karen over the next several days. That's what you need to know about your weather for your Thursday. Just another reminder, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day and be careful out there.